Training camp reports are sponsored by Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. Enrolled today in one of over 60 Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges affordable training programs and get fast-tracked to a financially rewarding career in 1 to 2 years. Convenient day and evening classes give you the flexibility you need while you learn. Go to careerinayear.com and get there. What's Crowder doing? Because I wasn't watching the video feed, but I'm just hearing slurping and
he's
sniffling
drinking
and I mean, does it sound extra loud today?
It's this segment though, specifically.
Certain segments we come back and I can tell that the sound is just way off. Now he's muted himself so that he can sniffle. What are you? It's just disgusting.
I came on a little flimmy today.
Or something? What's happening here?
It's funny you say ice. These sparkling ices are delicious.
Yeah. Look at that.
Man, zero sugar. One more now.
Very nice. All right. So the biggest news today out of training camp was Mike White, I'm guessing, going into concussion protocol. Was that I know you started the show, you had mentioned it. Is that the biggest news?
Probably.
Because the situation was, and Chris Perkins had written about this in the Sun Sentinel, that if Mike White is in the concussion protocol and Tua and Skyler are the only other two quarterbacks, and you've got one more preseason game, that means you've got to either play Skyler Thompson the entire game at that risk, or you've got to play Tua at that risk. But David Furones in the Sun Sentinel has tweeted out, Mike McDaniel said the team is signing quarterback James Blackman back onto the roster. Yeah. So they are signing him literally to be the quarterback this Saturday. Where are they, in Jacksonville Saturday?
Jacksonville.
To be the quarterback against the Jags. I would bet that he plays all 4 quarters. How about that? I'm not even kidding you. Because Skyler got an entire game on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
How many snaps did Mike White get? Like 5?
Yeah.
And it wasn't a lot.
It wasn't a lot at all.
It wasn't a lot. And Skyler, I would say Skyler plays quarter and a half, and then Blackman finishes it out.
Yeah, no doubt. So
he didn't Mike White didn't even attempt to pass.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like he barely played at all,
yeah.
But he's in the concussion protocol, so he's not going to play Saturday. Why would you risk that?
No.
Even if he's
you can't if you're the Dolphins.
Right.
You can't.
Yeah. Especially. And I don't think that you really want to risk Skyler, right?
Just in case.
I mean, I saw people on Twitter saying, hey, Mike White, I mean, we've seen it. He could be in the concussion protocol for 2 weeks. I mean, there's no timetable as to when they come out until they pass all the tests. So,
so you think this Saturday final preseason game, it won't be a walkthrough. It won't be, first half starters play.
No,
it'll just be
Didn't you see enough? I saw enough. Now I had the losing Inter Miami bet on Saturday, but I also bet the Dolphins under. So it was the Dolphins Texans. I think the over under was 38. I think it was 38.
Wow.
And I bet the under, and it ended at 31. So I won that bet. I was 1-1. Really should have been 2-0. This damn Campana. But but I saw enough. Like my takeaway from Saturday, Tua throws that pick. It was brutal. And like you said when you started the show, you're like, oh my God, what are we in for? Like you couldn't script a bigger disaster, right? He's going to play 2 series and he's going to have 1 interception and 1 completion for -6 yards. Like you saw the way that it was going to play out. He came back and they just, I mean, that offense, when he's clicking, is so much fun.
Yeah.
He's just zip, zip, zip. Doesn't matter if it's 3rd and long. He completes it. Like, so I saw enough. Did you, Crowder? Like, my takeaway on Saturday was I've seen enough. Why'd my camera go up to the TV?
They think you're Kirby Smart.
You threw it.
Kirby Smart popped up on the TV and they shot over to him.
So I think, hey, I think. No, I my takeaway was I've seen enough. Like, I don't need to see Tua or the starters again this preseason.
I'm with you. I've seen enough. I wouldn't, you know what? I wouldn't be upset because how they treated the first game when everybody came out with a jersey on. if they want to get a little more burn out of it. We talked about it too earlier, Hawk. Tua got hit. Just even to get that thought out of your mind of him getting hit. He got hit. That second drive was a precision base, just laser dimes he was dropping across the field. They look great. I'm more concerned with the offensive line's health now than Tua after just 2 series. So no, if Tua doesn't play, I have no problem with it. But to the point, you protect your third guy now, like Skyler.
Yeah.
That's
because now you don't know. First of all, Mike White's been injured multiple times before, and now if you're dealing with concussion protocol stuff, you got to be super careful. So then you're back up because Tua's been injured during his career. Those 2 guys, Mike White and Skylar Thompson, to me, you've got to put everybody on ice. Bring in Blackman, let him have 4 quarters, let him showcase himself for another team. Obviously, that's the sale when Mike McDaniel talks to him, right? Hey, we're not going to have room for you on our roster. Go out there, ball out, and you never know what the future holds for you because people are going to need quarterbacks.
And Skyler actually balling 3 tubs, played well. That gives you a little more, cushion if Mike White isn't back. It was no crazy hit. If it was, one of them wild Joe Flacco and Kiko Alonso hit, you'd be real concerned. So I believe Mike White's not going to be in the long haul protocol, but you got to keep him healthy. Like you're saying, how does our first and second string guy have injury issues? Let's get some sturdy guys.
I don't even want to see Devon Achane out there. I'm telling, when I say I saw enough, that guy's going to be good, I think.
Yeah.
I've seen enough from the guys who I think are super important to the team that I'm ready to forget about this coming Saturday and move along to regular season game 1.
Other than the offensive line, though, right?
But I wouldn't put them out there to work. I'd get them ready in practice and I'd keep them off that field.
You know what? To that point, Solana, because I'm with you. Teron Armstead, I just want to see him 17 days. I don't want Teron to practice. I want them to sit him on the sideline. Don't even stand up to make your ankles sore. Sit down all practice. But if Eichenberg, Robert Hunt, Connor Williams, or Austin Jackson go down, now you're playing somebody that's worse than them. That's my problem.
Which is why you can't put them out there.
And so, but it's the chicken or egg. Do you want the guys to get better, develop, and get some work to get better?
How much better are they going to get Saturday in Jacksonville?
Nothing. You're right.
Right.
Put them up on the show.
I wanted to see them. I wanted to see the starters. I saw them. Let me tell you something. If that offensive line can protect Tua, look out, NFL.
Yeah.
Because, he came back from that interception with a drive where you're just like, oh, my God, well-oiled machine. So if they can protect him, look out.
And you know what else I thought about during the game? And I don't think Mike McDaniel did this on purpose. They ran for 205 yards. Achane looked amazing. Mostert was getting out the gate, looked fast as hell. Savon Ahmed had him some big runs.
That's who dude had 12 carries for 99 yards.
Do you think this whole, hey, we don't have Dalvin Cook, we're fine. We're fine at the running back position. I don't know if they did it on purpose, but they did have a lot more intricate runs. You saw the tight ends coming across. You saw them pulling double tight ends. You saw Croft, 48. He had a big block on the touchdown run. Sobert was playing well in the block game. You know what I'm saying? Durham Smythe can block his ass off. You saw more of their run scheme, and you saw the productivity out of it at 205 yards rushing. So, hey, Dalvin Cook, we love you to death, but I think we're okay.
I'll tell you, you would have heard from Dolphins if people didn't think the running back room was capable, people would be screaming for the last couple of weeks. Yeah. Screaming. The guy wants to be here. They made a pretty conscious decision, right? They could have had him. They made a pretty conscious decision. We like who we have. And it looked fine to me on Saturday. So,
yes.
That could go south. It could.
Crowder, Ahmed, in my opinion, was the guy on the outside looking in. I thought Myles Gaskin, Achane, Mostert, Jeff Wilson. That's your running back room. Ahmed, practice squad, and you're probably going to get picked up. Sorry. After that performance, that's our worst running back? wow, like look out, because that dude looked like he was fighting for a roster spot, and to me, looked like he guaranteed himself a roster spot.
Solana, I don't know who it is to your point, but we can't keep all of them. Somebody's
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, no, they've got they've got good depth at receiver and running back. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna have some decisions to make. I'm assuming when it comes down to cut downs, like we're gonna be surprised by some of them. Braxton Berrios looks good. Like, I
Yes.
mean, you're gonna be surprised by some of them.